And now, me as a Democrat, I do not believe that it's unreasonable or to show ID just to vote. And I remind everybody that less than a year ago in Wisconsin, they added that to the Constitution by a 63%,
Stop the scroll. Did you ever think you'd see John Fetterman, the progressive maverick himself, sitting on Fox News and backing voter ID? He's officially breaking ranks with the Democratic leadership, and the political shockwaves are hitting D.C. right now. We're looking at a major shift that could change how every single American votes. Let's dive into the footage.
To put that in the Constitution that you have to show ID to vote. And they also elected a very, very liberal justice into their Supreme Court. So it's not a radical idea for regular Americans to show your ID to vote. And it's absolutely, those things are not Jim Crow or anything.
Wait, did you catch that? Fetterman is using Wisconsin, a blue-leaning state, as the blueprint for why voter ID isn't radical. He's basically calling out his own party's talking points in real time. Look at his posture here. He's calm, he's direct, and he's citing a 63% public approval rating for these measures. He's essentially saying, if the voters want it and it's not stopping liberal justices from getting elected, why are we fighting this? It's a massive blow to the Jim Crow 2.0 narrative that Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries have been pushing. By pointing out that even liberal-leaning states are amending their constitutions for this, he's making the opposition look out of touch with their own base. This isn't just a comment, it's a strategic pivot that puts him in the position of the Senate's most powerful yes vote for the Save America Act. He's holding all the cards, and the party leadership is clearly scrambling to figure out how to reel him back in.
And Liberation mobilized the protesters. The People's Forum trains and coordinates the activists. Breakthrough News handles messaging and media amplification. The impact of this money is ongoing. Federal property vandalized at Union Station, American flags burned and police officers assaulted, airports blocked at JFK and LAX, Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges shut down, ambulances and commuters disrupted, Wall Street blockaded, holiday commerce halted at Macy's Herald Square, and immigration and law enforcement facilities targeted. This is not grassroots protest. It is a repeatable system for paralyzing American infrastructure on demand, financed through U.S. tax law and aligned with a hostile foreign power. It is an active vulnerability we cannot afford to leave intact. We face a significant national security vulnerability. These cases are not anomalies. They are expressions of the same structural failure. This is not protected speech. It is engineered subversion, shielded by 501c3 status.
This is where things get truly dark. You're looking at a congressional hearing where they're naming names and bringing the receipts. Adam Sandley is describing a literal system for paralyzing American infrastructure. He's linking tens of millions of dollars from a CCP-aligned agent directly to the chaos we see on our streets: blocked airports, burned flags, and assaulted officers. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is sworn testimony about how U.S. tax laws are being exploited to finance subversion. Look at the specific groups he mentions: the People's Forum, Breakthrough News. He's mapping out a coordinated network designed to destabilize society from within. It's a chilling reminder that what looks like grassroots protest is often highly engineered and professionally financed. The fact that this is being shielded by 501c3 nonprofit status is a massive vulnerability that most people aren't even aware of.
My name is Caitlin Sutherland, and I am the founding executive director of Americans for Public Trust, a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that works to uncover and publicize foreign money and influence in politics and policy. Foreign nationals, foreign charities, and foreign governments are actively exploiting loopholes to funnel their foreign dark money into important American policy fights, institutions, and electoral tools, and they're utilizing the nonprofit sector to do it. Over 40 years ago, Congress banned foreign nationals from directly or indirectly influencing our elections. And while federal law is still inadequate when defining what foreign nationals can and cannot do in the electoral space, it is even worse to non-existent in the nonprofit policy space. The unprecedented rise of foreign donations to nonprofits should be a concern to every American. Tax-exempt organizations, most commonly 501c3s and 501c4s, are important institutions in our modern.
Listen to Caitlin Sutherland here. She's exposing the back door for foreign influence in American policy. While we have strict bans on foreign money in direct election campaigns, the nonprofit sector is a total Wild West. Foreign governments and charities are funneling dark money into our policy fights through 501c4s, and there's almost zero oversight. She calls it the co-opting of the charitable backbone, and she's right. These organizations are supposed to be educating the public, but instead they're being used as vehicles for radical change driven by actors who don't have America's best interests at heart. It's an unprecedented rise in foreign donations that should honestly have every taxpayer on high alert. This footage is terrifying. This is the suspected abductor of Nancy Guthrie, and you can see how methodical he is. He's fully covered, ski mask, gloves, and he immediately tries to block the doorbell camera. But look at his body posture and the way he moves. That's what investigators are focusing on now. The FBI is putting up $50,000 for info, and the detail on this doorbell cam might be the only break they get. There's something deeply unsettling about how targeted this looks. Was it really random, or was he picking her out specifically? The investigation is heating up, and this footage is the center of it all. The Senate vote is coming up fast. Do you think Fetterman will stay strong on his yes vote, or will the party pressure break him? Let me know in the comments.